Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, make sure you click below and subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of awesome information here for all of you. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Master Bart. I'm an occupational therapist, I'm a martial artist, and I'm an entrepreneur, but mostly I'm here to help your children. Today, we're going to be covering the social aspects of children 10 through 14 years old. Social aspects. Okay, so these children are working to become adults. They have certain needs they're trying to fulfill and meet. We have so much information on this age group socially that we need pretty much like 3 books, maybe 4 books to really get all the information to you. But since we only have a few minutes, I'm going to have to give you the updated brief version. So pretty much back in the day, Billy Joel came out with a song called The Stranger. Anybody remember The Stranger? The Stranger had to deal with the different masks that we wear. As a teenager, this is like really super important. To be able to be strong when you're with the athletes, to be able to be compassionate when you're with the type of children that aren't so athletic and strong. You have to wear a certain mask when you're with your parents. And of course, you wear a certain mask when you're alone. These masks hold a great deal of weight for children, especially when it deals with social interaction skills. I'd like to say that we get rid of these masks, but we don't. We just change the name of these masks. For example, I myself wear many different hats. Hats, masks, same thing. I put on a hat when I'm on the mats to be a martial arts instructor. I put on a hat when I come home to be a husband. I put on a hat when I'm with my son. And while the expression wearing too many hats deals with being a jack of all trade, I think you can see the correlation between masks and hats, people's personalities, and being able to fit in. These children, the most important thing is to be able to fit in, to be able to have a group of people they feel comfortable with. They would rather be with their friends than anybody else. So socially, making the right decisions, being in the right peer group is going to help them become who they will become in the future, right? So that's why we're so concerned with making sure they have the right friends. And we try to help them choose the right friends, which we can do while they're young, but as they get older and older, they're really responsible pretty much for themselves and for the choices they make. So the friends they choose, they're choosing them because those friends make them feel a certain way, a way they want to feel. So so these children, when they get into a social group, they're going to make decisions based upon peer pressure, based upon what other people are going to think about the decisions they make. It's a very challenging time for them. We can expect them to definitely hold back on making decisions and participating in certain activities when they feel uncomfortable. They're going to hold back, they're going to watch, they're going to see what goes on, and then they would make a decision based upon what they see. It's kind of like a summary of all the other things we've been talking about in part 1, part 2, and part 3. If you haven't seen those, watch those videos, right? So they're going to, like I said, prefer to be with their friends. They want to stay as much as they can out of the spotlight. I see this in the school all the time. Some of my best students My best teens have unbelievable ability to jump and spin and kick and do all these really cool things. And you want to bring them to the front to show, the other students what they're doing, and they prefer not to. They don't want to be photographed. They don't want to be recorded. And the reason for this, they just don't want to be in that spotlight. It's their age, okay? Parents, teachers, and educators, I think goals for these children are very specific, and the emotional component for these kids is most important because they're leaving teens and going to be adults. So the decisions and the way they think about themselves needs to step up so that they could go from being teens to young adults. We want to teach them to be happy with who they are. If they have flaws, it's okay. If one eyebrow is longer than the other, if their ears don't line up, whatever it is, we want to tell them, we want to show them, and we want them to really feel comfortable with who they are. There's nobody else like them. They have special skills, they have special gifts, and we have to teach them they are awesome. Bottom line, they're awesome the way they are. They have everything they need to survive in their bodies, in the way they look, in the way they think. And if we do what we need to do as parents, teachers, educators, and life coaches, they'll see it too because they trust us. So they'll start to believe what we say and then believe how they feel. We want them to become leaders. We want them to value their opinions so much that they make the decisions based upon the skills and the ideas that you gave them, so they know they're making the right decision and other people should follow them, as opposed to them giving into peer pressure and following other people. We need to teach them to be leaders. We need to teach them their opinions, their values are strong, and they should trust them. If we do that the right way, we will be raising awesome leaders. And we need leaders right now. Very strong leaders. It's our job to give that to our children, and I know you guys could do that. The last thing that I believe we need to do as teachers and educators, we need to teach them how to see a little bit further into the future, to create a vision, to create a plan, to create almost like a roadmap so that they could get from here to there in the quickest amount of time with the most amount of skills. Helping them to see a bigger picture, helping them to have a vision to aim for is one of those last steps that brings them into young adulthood. And I believe that having the vision is like giving them a roadmap. So let's not negate that. So the purpose of this group, as you guys know, is to share and gather information that we can all use. So please comment below ideas, suggestions, tips, anything that would help other parents deal with teenagers and their social instances, things that happen to them and ways you've solved those problems. It's all about our kids. It's all about making them as awesome as we can. So please comment below, like and share the video, definitely subscribe. Let's get information out there and raise the most awesome kids in the community. That's it for me, and I'll see you next time.